Ever wonder what would happen if you could change history? Well, a kid named Armand just did. Armand wasn't your average history buff. He didn't just read about ancient Troy, he practically lived there in his imagination. He knew every hero, every battle, and the city's tragic end. One day, while visiting a museum exhibit on Troy, he found himself drawn to a strange, shimmering artifact piece of what looked like an ancient shield. As his fingers brushed against its cool surface, the world around him dissolved into a dizzying vortex of light and sound. When his vision cleared, the museum was gone. He was standing on a dusty road, surrounded by people in ancient tunics, staring at him and his weird clothes. In the distance, he saw it. The legendary, impenetrable walls of Troy. He'd done the impossible. He'd traveled back in time, but his AO quickly turned to dread when he saw what was happening. A massive, magnificent wooden horse stood just outside the city gates. The Trojans were cheering, celebrating the end of a 10-year war, convinced the Greeks had fled and left a gift for the gods. Armand knew better. He knew this was the end. His heart pounded in his chest. He couldn't just stand by and watch his favorite city burn. He had to do something. Anything! Shoving his way through the celebrating crowd, he scrambled onto a cart to get everyone's attention. He screamed, "Stop! It's a trap! The horse is filled with soldiers!" People looked at him, confused. Some laughed, thinking he was a crazy foreign boy who would question a gift to the gods. They were battle-weary and desperate for peace. He saw the famous priest, Lacan, trying to warn them too. But the crowd wasn't listening. Armand knew from the stories that Lacan's fate was sealed. He had to try a different approach. He remembered another detail from his history books, a forgotten, unstable section of the wall near the Sion Gate, which was scheduled for repairs but never finished. If he could create a diversion there, maybe, just maybe, they would delay bringing the horse inside. He ran towards the gate, yelling, "The Greeks are back! They're attacking the western wall." It was a long shot, but panic is contagious. A few guards, already on edge, turned their heads. Armand kept running and yelling, pointing frantically. A small group of soldiers, then another, broke away from the main celebration to investigate. The crowd's attention shifted. The momentum to drag the horse inside faltered. Just then, as if on cue, a tremor shook the ground, a small, lucky earthquake. A section of the weakened wall Armand had pointed to crumbled, sending up a cloud of dust. Now, everyone was convinced the attack was real. Chaos erupted. The Trojans, believing the Greeks were exploiting the damaged wall, abandoned the horse and rushed to defend the city. The commanders ordered the horse to be burned immediately. Not wanting to leave a potential Trojan rallying point for the invading Greeks, Armand watched from a distance as flames licked up the sides of the wooden beast. He could almost hear the muffled screams of the soldiers trapped inside. He had done it. He had actually saved Troy. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow on the city's intact walls, Armand felt a familiar pull. The world started to shimmer again. When he opened his eyes, he was back in the museum, standing in front of the artifact. It was no longer shimmering. He looked around. The exhibit was different. The plaques now told a new story. The story of Troy, the city that miraculously repelled the final Greek assault and survived. Its great walls never breached. No one knew about the boy who appeared out of nowhere. But in that moment, Armand knew he hadn't just read history. He had rewritten it. What do you think would happen to the world if Troy never fell? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more what-if stories.